Hello, hello! Yes, you did read the title right. YouTube has changed my life, although I, 1, am an introvert, and 2, have less than 1K subscribers. I mention these things because me having less than 1,000 subscribers means that I'm not getting paid, and I think there's a common misconception that for YouTube to change your life, you must be getting paid on it. That's not the case, and I'm gonna prove why. There are several ways YouTube has changed my life that have nothing to do with money, but another misconception is that in order to be a successful YouTuber, even money aside — by the way, my dog's chewing her bone in the background, so if you hear that, that's what's going on. She's keeping occupied, so I don't mind it. There's a misconception that YouTube is only for those who are outgoing or extroverted, have that sort of personality. That's actually not the case. There's a lot of successful YouTubers, again, money aside, that are introverts. So if you're an introvert and you're thinking of starting a YouTube channel, or you have one and you're struggling, here are some ways it's helped me, and hopefully it'll give you a little bit of hope for you. The first thing is a no-brainer, but it felt wrong not to share. It's given me a platform to share my memories, document my memories, a place for my memories. I have done YouTube since I was 9-10 years old. I started in 2013. I had a different channel. This one I started in 2015, but either way, long term, I've been doing YouTube for a good 10 years, almost 11 years. Just growing up, I loved documenting memories. I had a little camera and I would just walk around the house filming for no reason. I just loved it. I love the memories, and I'm so thankful I have those clips thanks to my dad, because I love watching those things. I don't know, there's something about documenting things on video that I just loved. YouTube gives me that platform to share those things. So if you are also someone who loves documenting memories, has all these footage piling up in your camera roll, it's nice to have a separate place where they are as well, but also just, you know, not just memories for me, friends and family. I have people like that who love watching my videos and seeing things that happened 10 years that we wouldn't otherwise get to see if I hadn't posted them or shared them. I love making videos with friends because it's like memories with us that we can look back on. It's so much fun. I remember growing up, all my friends, here she comes with her bond. My shirt literally says, easily distracted by dogs. It's very apparent. Also, no, I'm not sick. My allergies are going all over the place in this video, so I'm looking all a little rough, but we gotta film. I don't even know where I was going with that. I'm easily distracted by dogs. Oh yeah, my friends just like randomly message me and say they watched a video of ours like years ago, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, like, and they would love it. I would always get worried, like, do you want me to take it down? Do you want me to private? And they'd be like, no. I mean, I have privated a lot of my videos now. I want to go through each one and really see if I want this online or whatnot, but even my friends love the memories behind it too, so it's like I'm also getting to document memories with them, for them. There's something about it I love. The second thing is it's given me lots of new opportunities, but to name a couple, I got my first sponsorship last year with Jabby Coffee. I actually still use them to this day. I don't remember what month. I think it was around June or around that time. I still use their coffee. I love it so much. So it's given me, yes, the sponsorship opportunity, but it also, sponsorships in and of itself also help you get to try new things and see what you love, see what you don't. And the fact that I found a new coffee I love from a sponsorship, that's crazy. I feel like some people, they do a sponsorship and they'll like show it and they'll like love it for a minute, but then they'll kind of forget about it, and that's fine. I mean, whatever. But the fact that I still use Jabby Coffee, I'm only gonna accept a sponsorship by something I truly agree with. I'm only gonna share something I love, but to see myself that I'm still using something I talked about last year, that just goes to show how much I truly love it. But not just sponsorships, it's also given me actually a new career. You know, if I hadn't done YouTube and started this, I wouldn't have this now career I have, which, if you don't know, I mean, I haven't shared it online like this, but I am a full-time editor now for a pretty famous YouTuber. Popular, I don't know if famous is word. I don't even think they would like the word famous. Famous isn't really the word, but they have a large following, and it's only going to continue to grow, and I've been actually following along with them and supporting them for like 5 years now. So it's crazy that I now get to work for them and edit for them, because I've edited for years, so I already have some expertise in that. Of course I do this, but I'm not making money off of my channel right now, so this is more just a passion project, I guess you could say. But to know that I get to edit, help someone out, but also help myself out financially in that sense. If I hadn't done YouTube, I would not have the experience that I have with editing. There's so many things that you learn by doing YouTube that I think a lot of people don't really realize until you start it. The third thing is I've learned lots of new skills from being a YouTuber. I wrote them down so that I don't forget anything. Camera equipment. I've had a couple cameras. This is my second, well, I had a camera when I was younger. I wasn't doing YouTube at the time. Then I had a Canon, I put on the screen here, the model of it. I had that, and then I got this one. So I've worked with a couple different cameras. I mean, every camera is different, but you gotta learn not just the camera itself, the settings, the lighting. I'm still learning with that. I'm always gonna be learning, but you gotta learn the technology behind that. Even like something as simple as a tripod, you gotta learn. Like, I just learned something new about my tripod the other day. If you watched my, like, I think it was my last video, go watch it if you want to know what I learned about my tripod. Just the equipment that's involved, you gotta learn. If you don't know how to use a computer, if that's what you edit on an iPad, but you know, technology wise, you're learning. I was talking about editing, so editing software. I've used a couple editing softwares. I've used iMovie and Final Cut Pro. I actually also was using Adobe for one video I was using last year because there was something I needed to fix, and Adobe was the only platform that could fix it. But right now I'm very much set in using Final Cut Pro at the moment. I do love Final Cut Pro. I've been using it the past few years. You're constantly going to be using new editing software if you change that up, if you want to improve your videos. There's so much that goes into editing software, so you're really always learning with that as well. Then there's things like SEO when it comes to YouTube, optimizing your videos. That I struggled with for so long. You gotta learn SEO if you want to work on pushing your videos out. When it comes to thumbnails, there might be a new app you're learning, a new site. Like right now I use Canva for my thumbnails, before I used Fonto. Then there's marketing, analyzing data, analytics, etc. Like the list could go on and on. You learn so many new skills by being a YouTuber. I think some people think you just turn on the camera, talk, and put in a video and upload. Like there's so much that goes into the behind the scenes, so you're constantly, as I said, learning new skills, which we gotta work our brains, we gotta train our brains, we gotta constantly learn. That's why school's a thing. You gotta educate yourself. Like you are constantly learning in this industry. That is a huge benefit I have noticed personally, that I am constantly learning. For whatever reason, I thought it was just one of those things where like you learn everything you gotta know and then you're good, you're an expert. You are consistently learning something new, as you should be. Things change also in this industry. The next thing is that it's given me the space to be authentically me, authentically myself. When I'm filming, for example, I'm not talking directly face to face with a person. I am talking to people behind the screen. They can judge, they can hate, they can leave a comment later on, but by that point filming's over. You can't say anything to me right now, so I can just get out what I gotta get out, which I love, because a lot of times in the real world you can't do that, or at least you hinder yourself, because like people will like stop you in your tracks if you get what I'm putting down. But I love that. I love that I can just speak my mind, say what I gotta say without worrying about it. I mean, I don't say without worrying about it, but like during the filming process I can just get it out. I don't see body language, I don't see facial expressions, I don't see people like judging me, like initially, because that's something I struggle with, you know, as an introvert, is socializing. I'm constantly evaluating people's behavior and their facial expressions. It's just something I do internally. I just evaluate, and I can like pick up energy really easily, and the second I feel someone's like feeling a certain way about me and what I'm doing and what I'm passionate about, I'll just stop talking about it. Whereas with this, I don't have to stop myself. I can just say what I gotta say. That's why I come across more confident in my videos than I do in real life. Like if you know me in real life, you can definitely tell a difference in my videos versus like how I talk in my videos versus how I talk in real life, because I hold back in real life. I like shut up. In real life, I barely speak in person to people because I'm reading people's energy and I'm going off of that. But on here, I'm not. Because right now, I just see a camera lens. There are people watching this, but right now, I can't read your facial expressions right now. I can't read if you're judging me. And that's actually the beauty of it. And the fourth thing is fifth thing. Wait, crap. I already forgot what number we're on. You guys know. I've actually gained some new friends from doing YouTube, and I know that will probably only continue to be something that happens, because a lot of creators, like, we need creator friends. Sometimes it can be like a very isolating place sometimes, because it's a common thing that isn't as common. It's so weird. It's like content creation is such a big thing in our world nowadays, and yet it's hard to find someone that does it. At least on YouTube, it's weird. Maybe because TikTok is like a big thing now, but I have gained some new friends from this. You know who you are. I guess really any opportunity in your life you gain friends from, but I don't know if people really realize that you can make friends from this, because it can feel very isolating, but it's possible. You can make friends from this. It's also bond over something you both love to do. The next thing, whatever number we're on, I think 6 maybe, it's helped me continue to work on my time management and discipline, as any project or job would really. But YouTube is one of those things where time really does matter. Like you can and you can't upload at any time you want. You can, but if you really want your videos to grow and be pushed out, it isn't best to like upload your videos at 3 in the morning, for example. You can, but I've noticed that when I was in a habit of doing that, no one's gonna watch your videos right away, and the first hour of your video being posted is like really huge. The first hour, and I'd say like the first 24 hours as well, is like critical. And at 3 a.m. no one's really probably gonna be watching your video the first hour, especially if you're a small YouTuber like me. So it's things like that where, oh man, like if I don't want to post my video at 3 a.m. I gotta like chop get it going, you know. But also discipline, because sometimes it's not, you know, easy to sit down and film a video. Like I'll be honest, this morning with my allergies being all like this, and I have actually lots to do today, I was like, I don't want to film. But discipline, like if you want to post, I have a posting schedule now, Wednesdays and Saturdays. Like if you want to post on Wednesday, today's Monday, Kailee, you gotta film, you gotta go. And of course it just so happens, just a side note, that I started my upload schedule at a time when my life ironically ended up getting busier. So if I knew that I was gonna get this job and I'm also doing other things at the moment, film as well. I wouldn't have made that upload schedule right now because you guys, like, if you're not new here, if you've been watching my videos, I said like Wednesdays and Saturdays, and then I think like the first Wednesday or something my video was up a little bit later, and then the Saturday came and it was up way later, and then this past Wednesday came and I didn't upload at all because I wasn't expecting my life to pick up when I started that. I wouldn't have made that schedule, like I said, if I knew my life was going to get a little bit busier right now. But now that I've already said it, I'm working with it. I didn't want to be like, okay, we're not doing Wednesdays and Saturdays, I'm just gonna post whenever. Like, a schedule helps. So what this specific time right now is teaching me is like, okay, you said Wednesday and Saturday, it's okay if you need to ease into it, if, you know, videos are up a little bit late, but you said Wednesday and Saturday 3 p.m. so yes, your life has picked up a little bit now, but this is just extra time management. You gotta work on extra discipline. So that's what it's teaching me right now is, okay, Kaylee, you got a video that's gotta go up on Wednesday, which would be this one. You gotta film because you also have to give yourself time to edit because you also have an editing job. Editing takes a long time and you don't really have a choice. You've got to manage your time when it comes to this. Every little thing in YouTube, not just the editing and the filming, takes time and discipline, as I mentioned. This also allows me to branch out creativity wise. I never saw myself every video. I never used to consider myself a creative person. If you were to ask me, are you creative? I'd no. But when it comes to YouTube, I am, essentially. To come up with video ideas, sure, you get ideas from other people, but at the end of the day, you kind of have to make them your own. And like something as simple as a channel banner, your descriptions, your thumbnails, the way you edit your videos, all of it comes down to creativity. And that's something I never, again, really thought like a characteristic I had or embodied, but I do, because everything in this industry essentially is a creative project, whatever you want to call it. So this platform allows me to express my creativity. When I have an idea, I can show it, and again, now that I have this new editor's job, I express it there too. So that's so awesome that this gives me that platform to do that. So if you're a creative person, artistic, you definitely bring it out in this for sure. And the last thing I'd say is that it's grown my confidence. This is something that's always going to be something I'm working on. Confidence. Again, in real life, I don't necessarily portray that I'm the most confident person because I'm not where I want to be with it. It's on my vision board, confidence, because I'm always trying to grow that. But I can definitely say that I'm a lot more confident than I was like 5 years ago. Through some self-reflection, I realized YouTube has played a huge part in that. When you're vlogging, I used to vlog like every day, and you're editing, you're constantly like hearing yourself over and over again, which is, some people can sound like the most awful thing in the world, but when you're someone as an introvert, as introverts, we self-reflect a lot, and this allows me to really self-reflect because again, I'm filming, I'm hearing what I'm saying, but then when I edit it, I'm hearing it back, and then, you know, when you're done editing, you watch the video through, you're constantly hearing yourself say the same stuff over and over again, so you're constantly like, oh, I wish I wouldn't have said that, or oh, like I wish I would have. You're just, at least that's what I do. I self-reflect in that way and how I want to get better, not just as a YouTuber, but as a person. And I think in order to grow your confidence, you really need to self-reflect because you need to see where your weaknesses are. That's what I see through my videos. It's very apparent what my weaknesses are. There's videos I make now that I wouldn't dare to make 5 years ago, for example, because of confidence, because of fear of judgment, potentially. It's always something you're working on, and it's always something I'm going to be working on, but YouTube allows me to continue to work on that. So with that said, I mean, these benefits are proof that YouTube isn't just for the extroverts, for the outgoing personalities, for people who are making money right away, or for people who are making money at all. Again, I've done this for 10 years, I'm still not making money, but I'm still doing YouTube for a reason, because for me, it's not just about the money. That's great, like, when the day comes, because I know the day will come when I do make money on this channel, but whenever that is whenever it is. I'm gonna do this regardless because I love it, because it's a passion of mine, because it allows me to be creative, and for all the other benefits it brings. It's not just about the money. It's not just for those who want to earn an income, for those who are earning an income. If you're an introvert and you have a desire to start a YouTube channel or to continue a YouTube channel you have, don't focus on the money. Focus on all the other things it can bring you, all the joy it can bring you, and see where it takes you. I've seen where it's taken me, and I'm only going to continue to see where it takes me, but that's because I know that it's changed my life in other ways that most people wouldn't think of initially. I love you, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video on Saturday. Bye!